3-in-1 hair bonnet. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you the simplest way to do the trending 3-in-1 hair bonnet. These are the materials that we are going to need: a stretchy fabric, okay, and then a satin fabric. 2 yards is more than enough, or 1.5 yards depending on your head circumference. So we are to cut 26 inches by 26 inches fabric, okay. Cut 2 of them. So you see, it's 26, and then the width is also 26. So length 26, width 26. Fold it into 2 this way, and then fold again. So we are to fold it into 4 equal halves. Check this part, bring the second one and fold it that way too. I'll cut 2 of them together. You can cut them separately, but to avoid wasting time, I want to cut them together. So I will pin it. I'll use the pins to pin the 2 together. Bring out your tape measure and your tailor's chalk and let's measure 13 inches all around. You see, from this part, we are not going to touch it. Just let your tape measure remain that place. Just rotate it at the down part of your fabric. So I'm marking my 13 inches. Mark my 13 inches downward. Continue that way at the down part of my fabric. Then bring out my scissors to cut it out from where I mark my 13 inches. Please adjust the measurement depending on how big or small you want your hair bonnet, okay? I'm done cutting it out, and we want to remove the pins and open up our fabric to get a very beautiful circle. Open up the second one too, making sure that the right side of the fabric is facing you upwards, and then put the second fabric to the right side on top of the right side on the first one, as I am doing, okay? So right side facing right side, and then the wrong part will be down. Use your pins to pin it all round. After we are done pinning it all round, we want to leave 2 inches opening. So let me mark the 2 inches for you like this, okay? So we are going to sew 1/2 inch all around the circle, okay? Then leave our 2 inches opening. On this fabric, the black fabric, which is the band, okay? The band measures, let me put it down for you. It's very stretchy fabric. It's very stretchy. The length is 21. That is the hair circumference I'm working with, okay? It's 21. And we are going to sew 1/2 inch also down like this. I'm done sewing my fabrics, okay? The 1/2 inch around it, let me remove my pins first and check the 1/2 inch allowance around it. You either trim it off or you notch all of them. So either you trim like this or notch it. As you are notching, make sure it doesn't penetrate the sewing part, okay? Just at the tip of the 1/2 inch all around. We do this so that your work can be flat and neat, okay? That place will not be bulky when you turn your fabric inside out. So now we want to bring the beautiful parts of our fabric outside, and then the sewing part to be inside. I've brought it out with the help of the 2 inches opening we left. we want to press our fabric. Okay, iron it. Bring out your iron. Let us iron it beautiful. After ironing, you see the 2 inches opening. Send it to your sewing machine and top stitch it. I'm done top stitching mine. Now we want to start with the pleating. The first thing to do, let me show you how to pleat. You see, when you start it like this, make sure it continues like this. It continued in this order. Don't scatter the pleating. Let the pleating follows that. So to make it nice, we are going to measure 1.5 inch at the tip of our circle on the fabric. We will use that line. You see where I'm using the tailor's chalk to mark the 1.5. That is what you are going to sew on it. You are going to sew on that 1.5 as you pleat. So let me start with the pleating for you to see on the sewing machine. So you see, as I'm pleating, I am sewing on the 1.5 inch I marked. Look at it. I'm following the line on the fabric, the 1.5 inches on the fabric. So look at my pleats. I did measure, but it's in order. Okay, it's of the same size. Look at my beautiful pleats. Let's go to our working table and let's continue what's next. So now we are done. This is 2 in 1. Okay, so when we attach the band, that is when it becomes 3 in 1 hair bonnet. So this is my band. I'm going to trim off that 1/2 inch allowance. We are done sewing it. That's 1/2 inch. Turn it out like this and fold it into 2. After folding it into 2 like this, you want to pin it. Make sure the edges are equal. Okay, as you are folding, make sure the edges are equal. Pin it. Now we are going to attach it with the bonnet. Measure the hair bonnet before you attach the band. So we have 11.5. It will differ. Okay, the pleating, it will differ. It's 11.5. So 11.5 with the hair circumference I'm working with, it's perfect. That's how to add your band to it. Okay, so this is my band. I'm putting it on top of my 1.5 inch, but to make it more beautiful, okay, bring it a bit, about 1/2 inch before the 1.5 that we sew. Okay, bring it down 1/2 inch. Let me show you here. Okay, look at where the line is, this part. Okay, bring it forward a bit because we are going to follow we are going to sew on the same 1.5 inch to attach our band. So when you get to this part, you realize that the fabric is more excess than the band. Okay, why? Because the band hair circumference is a bit smaller than the 11.5 that we had. So stretch it. The band is stretchy, so stretch it up to get it as the fabric. Okay, so that when the person wears it, it will fit the person well. But if the band, okay, is equal to the fabric, you realize that it will be a little bit loose on the person head. Anytime you are using a stretchy fabric to work, you deduct some amount, about half or 1 to 2 inch from the person measurement before you use it up. So I'm going to sew on the 1.5 inches, on the same 1.5 inch. Look at, I sew here. After I'm removing all my pins, let you know that making this 3-in-1 hair bonnet can be easy as possible. So this is number 1. Number 2, okay, you wear it like this, it becomes number 2. And then number 3, you put the band inside, push it inside and wear it. And this is our number 3. So please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up